Unlike hosting most of other typical websites, a penny auction website requires a much more resources and capacities server. Meaning a much bigger budget server built with all the securities both in software and hardware. Before we talk about how to securely set up a penny auction server, let us dive into what are some of the security risks that a penny auction site typically has to deal with. 1. Human. This is the biggest threat. Because of the nature of how penny auction works, it facilitates frauds and other unethical acts. One of the most frequently used acts is jamming the site with excessive bidding in the last few seconds. This either caused the site to freeze up or slow to respond to other bidders. Meaning, you can set up a bunch of bidding accounts and waited for the last few seconds to submit bidding all at once. The server is so busy in responding to all the requests, it couldn't process other bidders and the timer is out or expired. This means that one of the fraud bidders' account is the last bidder and the winner of the auction. There are other means to carry out this sort of attack, but I am not going to publicly discuss it here because the last thing for this article to do is to show these scum on how to scam penny auction sites. There are many ways to counter this sort of attack. One thing that you can do for your site is to pick a penny auction software that has an anti-jamming solution based on a unique IP address. If you have a bunch of bidders made the same request from the same IP address within seconds, this means that you have what I called a gang-up attack. If this happened, the system is smart enough to block all bidders coming from that IP address. 2. Block IP based on location. Most of the auction sites are local, meaning that you don't need customers from overseas since the cost of shipping the item may not be possible. This means that the penny auction software you purchased should have the options for you to add geolocation IP address and stop these bidders from entering your site. 3. Hardware. Get a real server and has it managed by firm like IBM. These guys have tools to detect and defend you from these attacks. If budget allows, you should have a network of servers each doing its own job instead of having one does it all. For an example, one server to handle database, one to handle the web traffic, one to do the load balancing, one for the data, etc. However, the reality is that most penny auction site owners can't afford to have a network of servers like I just talked about. There are a lot more to talk about server security for penny auction website, but the limited length of this video does not allow me to do so. So I will talk more on this in the next video. For more info, please visit https://pennyauctionsoftware.com or send us an email to info@pennyauctionsoftware.com. Good luck! Make sure you subscribe to this channel so that more of this topic can coming your way. Once again, if you need a company that has the experience to do this kind of task, check out cybermerce.com, that is cybermerce.com.